So welcome back to grade 8 math. We are now on 10.2 and we're looking at angle relationships. So this is just to review what we did last time. So we looked at the different types of angles. We looked at the complementary angle rule and the supplementary angle rule, as listed here as CAR and SAR. And so now we're looking at a couple of more examples. So let's just take a look at this example. We see a complementary angle here of 60 and 30 being complementary because they add up to 90. And a supplementary angle, we have these two angles that add up to the straight line rule, which is 180. Now we have a couple of other rules that are coming up. This one's called opposite angle. So let's just label these A, B, C, and angle D. And if we look here, and if we just put numbers in, so let's just say A is 55. Let's say A is 55 degrees here. So if we know that A is 55, so let's just put an if, then we can say that angle B is equal to 125 because of SAR, supplementary angle rule. This is because A plus B equals 180 degrees. So I can put B as 125. And now if I know B is 125, then I can also know what C is. So here I have another straight line. So if I take this line here, and I use supplementary angle rule, I can equally take this line over here and do supplementary angle rule again, because that's also a straight line. So if I know that B is 125, then I know that C is supplementary to B. So that means C would be 180 minus 125, and that would mean that angle C is 55 degrees, again because of SAR, because B plus C equals 180 degrees. So this is angle 55. This angle measurement is 55 degrees. Now, is it just coincidence that A and C happen to be the same amount? Well, you can try it with any opposite angles. If I take any two lines that are crossed, two straight lines that are crossed, and I find the measurement of one, and I find the supplementary angle rule, and then supplementary angle rule again, I'll notice that opposite angles, so angles that are on opposite sides of each other, so let's just mark here in yellow, this angle, angle A, and angle C are opposite to each other. So this rule will apply to all examples of this case. So this is rule number 3, that opposite angles are considered equal, or they're measured to be equal. So in this case, A equals C. Without having to do the middle step of finding what B is using two supplementary angle rules, I could skip it and go directly that A is equal to C because opposite angles are equal. In terms of just vocabulary, so opposite angles are on opposite sides of two intersecting lines. Angles that are beside each other are not called opposite. These are called adjacent angles. So adjacent means beside each other. Opposite means, well, on the other side of that angle. So also, let's look at angle D. Can we find the measurement of angle D? Angle D, well, we can do a couple of ways. We can either do it supplementary with angle C, or supplementary with angle A, or opposite to angle B. So in all cases, I'll find that it's 125 degrees. So there's 3 proofs that I could give to this one. Either SAR, because C plus D equals 180 degrees, or SAR, supplementary angle rule, D plus A is 180 degrees, or third possible proof is opposite angles are equal because B equals D. I'll accept any one of these 3 answers. They're all correct. You don't need to give all 3 of them, but just one of them would suffice. Great, so take a look at this example, at other examples that are found in the textbook or workbook, where the next lesson is going to be on transversals, which is a little bit of a tricky lesson, but let's just take a look at it first so we could be prepared in class. So a transversal, a true transversal, is a line that intersects 2 parallel lines. So in this case, this line is parallel to this line. So a transversal is a line that will intersect both of these parallel lines. And so the condition must be that these 2 lines must be parallel to each other. What then occurs is that this kind of set of angles up here will be equal to all of these set of angles down here. And we'll be looking at a couple of examples of why that works. So just as long as you know what a transversal is, then we can look at the angle relationships between the angles that are up here with the angles that are down here as well. So review opposite angles, review the vocabulary for adjacent, supplementary, complementary, and transversal, and we'll continue this lesson in class. So hopefully you understood this lesson.